Benefits and losses. I think for a lot of us, nothing about Shatta Wale actually scares us anymore. Anything about him comes up and we are like, oh, this is out of the blue. It's we are prepared for anything from Shatta Wale. Now let's talk about the losses you mentioned. If you check how the international press has actually reported this on Shatta Wale, I mean, I think yesterday I saw either from the CNN or BBC, one of them actually referring to him as a fugitive,
Yeah,
simply because the police had actually declared him. Yes, they had actually declared him wanted. He was on social media writing a lot, plenty, so many things, and saying if it will have to take him for things to change, if he has to tell the person for that. Too many things are happening now. Let's not forget, Shatta Wale built his brand around controversy. He's always been the man who is a non-conformist, and brands love him for that. Let's not kid ourselves. There are brands that love him for that. Till date, he's an ambassador for a number of products. And there were times when some of us had even called that for certain things he did, certain brands should pull him off or should disassociate themselves with him from him. But that was the time they even still went in hard and pumped more money into having him as a brand ambassador. So one, there are brands that will still associate with him because he still has the command and pulls the crowd. He has the numbers. So in that sense, it might not affect them. Elsewhere around the world, it could have affected him. But here in Ghana and looking at the Ghanaian market, I wonder who it's going to affect. The people who love him will still love him. Let's not forget, even in all these circumstances, you still see people supporting everything he did online. You still find people running behind him and creating hashtags and saying, free Shatta Wale. Now it's time to mercy for Shatta Wale and all that. So he has it. So for brand equity, maybe in Ghana, it wouldn't affect him. But on the international scale, if you look at what the foreign press are reporting and what people are saying about him, obviously it sends a negative image around him. But for Shatta Wale himself, and from the Shatta I know, I don't think he sees this as anything that affects him. He was taken to court today and he's been actually remanded for a week. And if you see him when he was being escorted into the car, he says he wants to sleep in prison, in jail forever. And I mean, he has his thinking is quite different. So for him, it looks like this is not going to affect him in any way. The people who love him will continue to love him. Those who don't like what he does will not like it. So he's more like, I am me. You can't change me. And if Shatta Wale should change right now, if Shatta Wale should actually move away from his antics and everything, he will not be the Shatta Wale we know. And for that matter, he was going to lose out. So he will continue to be who he is. Brand equity-wise is falling on the international standards. That's what I can say. But for the Ghanaian market, he is who he is, irrespective of him going to, if he's to be jailed for 3 years, a maximum of 3 years or whatever, he will still come back and be the same Shatta Wale. Nothing will change. That's what I think. Nothing is going to change for him in Ghana. But, outsiders and how they see things differently. So their mindset and perception and everything about him will change. But then for Ghanaians who love him and will go to the war's front with him and all that, nothing will really change. It's just about what they care about, and that's Shatta Wale.